Kyler a long time. When you guys were younger down in Allen, did you guys compare him to any other quarterbacks, notable quarterbacks? And when you think about doing it now, has that perception changed?
Oh yeah, it has changed a lot. I know when we were younger, a lot of people were trying to compare him to Johnny Manziel because the way he moves around in the pocket, and he tries to create opportunities for receivers and things like that. But nowadays, he's Kyler Murray, so I mean, you can't really compare him to nobody else. His game is way different.
How is his game different, do you think, Bobby?
Like I said, he can get out of the pocket and still create plays. Like I know, for one instance, I ran a wrong play one time, and he still managed to score. So that's what separates him from the rest.
Was that at Allen or OU?
That was at Allen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that doesn't happen at OU. I mean, if you run the wrong play, it's
most of the time it would not work, right? Exactly.
Your thoughts on that 67-yard touchdown run he had against Texas? I'm sure you've seen that a lot in the past.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on that?
It's just like I said, it's always fun watching him just run, man. That kid is fast. He got lightning speed.
He kind of took last week on his shoulders. Did that surprise you? Or not last week, the Texas game. He took a lot of responsibility for that. Did that surprise you that he did that?
Yeah, it actually did because, I mean, it was a team effort. It wasn't just one person. We all lost. So, I mean, there's plenty of aspects that go into that.
How tough has it been waiting all this time since that loss, and then with all the changes, and then just how fired up are you to get out there, given what's happened in the game and the changes that you guys have gone through?
Very fired up because, I mean, some people, like, 1 week they'll think you're the best team in America, and then when you lose a game, they think you're the worst. So, I mean, I'm pretty fired up because we have a lot to prove.
Do you feel fortunate in a way that even though you guys have lost, you're back in the top 10, everything's basically still out there for you?
Yeah, I mean, rankings and all that, I don't really try. I try not to pay attention to stuff like that, but, as far as everything still being out there for us, we got to go get it.
How much does it help, Bobby, that 2 of the last 3 years you guys have suffered an early loss, but then won out and were rewarded with a playoff spot?
Could you repeat that?
How much does that give you confidence when you see what happened in the past and losing 1 game early and then winning out and getting back in the playoffs?
It gives me a lot of confidence because, I mean, yeah, we lost, but there's still a lot of football left to play.
Any more questions for Bobby? What's the team's attitude right now going into this game with TCU?
Oh, we hungry, very hungry, because like I said, we lost, so we still got a whole lot to prove.
What have the practices been like?
They've been, fired up. People have been going at it.
Historically, this team hasn't lost back-to-back games in the regular season since 1999. Just your thoughts on just an impressive stat like that?
I think that's very impressive. I think it says a lot about players' attitude and the coaches' attitudes. And so I think moving forward, like I said, we still got a lot to prove.
What have you seen from the guys on the other side of the ball this week? How have they reacted to everything that's going on?
They got a lot going on that side, but they responded pretty well, and they're still getting after us at practice, and you got to appreciate things like that so we can all get better.